Last week I was texting back and forth with one of my friends who actually just got into sales leadership. I think the beginning of this year he started, and he was giving me some feedback on a video I did, and I said, "Hey, do you have anything top of mind?" And he said, "Yeah," and he sent me back this text: "How to hold people accountable without scare tactics or fear managing." And that's the $1 million question. And I gave it some thought, and I've thought about this a lot over the years. And I think the big thing here is, what is the culture that you're trying to create for your team? And I think culture is so important for a couple reasons. I talked about a couple weeks ago, hey, sports teams, best teams I've been on, best players, best teammates drive the culture. Sales teams, I've seen a lot of it in the same ways. I had a mentor that, he'll call me a liar for saying this, but I don't think I'm making this up, in that when we had company meetings, I don't know if it was every meeting, but it seemed like it was every other meeting. He had, I think the quote was from Peter Drucker, but it's culture eats strategy for breakfast, right? And I just think it's important. So what kind of culture are you trying to create for your team? And by the way, does that align with how you're being managed by your VP or your CEO? Okay? Because I think a lot of the times people, they lead by fear because that's how they're being led, right? Hey, either hit this number or, you're out. But I mean, if you're being held accountable that way, that means if they don't hit your number, you don't hit your number, you're both fired. I mean, that's no way to live. So I think alignment, right? When you're interviewing to take over a team or, get promoted within your organization, hey, that's something I would talk about, is especially in today's world. I mean, boy, heaven forbid I watch the news, which I try not to. But it seems like things are changing. Gas prices, although they are coming down. But inflation, the market, everything's changing every day. It's some of the things are going to be out of your control. So I'm a big believer in, obviously there's a sign right there, and small wins equals big wins. Let's control what we can control, right? With metrics and daily activities that are going to lead to sales. Because I think all in all, most of us have, a revenue number that we need to hit, right? But man, there's a lot of variables in there. And if you don't hit that number, I want to be able to look at, okay, we didn't hit the number, but what did we do? Well, look at all the meetings that we booked. Here's where we're moving things through the pipeline. I know we have good market penetration here. Here's where we're going to be next month, and here's what we're going to do and try to fix this problem to move the deals along. But I think it's important to have that relationship with your boss so you can have that relationship with your people, because you're coaching and moving things along, and you're trying to say, hey, yes, you're going to have a job even though you missed your numbers because you did everything right that I asked you to do. But I think you have to go back to, what is the overall culture in your company that you're being held to, that you're also holding your teams to eliminate that fear. You just got to have alignment throughout the company. Hey, I hope that helped. Have a great week.